So I was working on previous project and I had a couple of those analog HD cameras left. They are like 180p, but they are analog. It's a HD signal, and they're usually used in cars. But I got a couple of them and they were not fit for my car. So what I did is I was thinking maybe I can use those as security camera because we have a recorder that supports those kind of cameras or this kind of signal. But these cameras are usually mounted in some weird way in the cars. They're like in the handle like this, and this is not something you can usually mount in your home on a wall. So I was thinking, yeah, let's design some holder for it, the enclosure. That would be fun little project. So I did that, and I came up with this easy 3D printed 3-part ball dome holder. It prints like this. This is what you get straight out of the printer. No support material, nothing like that. And first thing you see is this ball, which is 45mm ball, and you can design the same ball for different kinds of cameras. Like if you have a different camera, only thing you need to redesign is this part. I think that it might be possible to make this kind of ball for a Raspberry Pi camera, for example, or something like that. You might need to tune the scale the thing for like slightly smaller or bigger ball, depending on what kind of camera are you using. And you see this thing just fits the camera I have, and you can also see that there is the lens protruding, and now I can just pull the wiring through this base plate, and this base plate basically has like 60mm pitch of screws, so it does fit standard European junction boxes like this. They are very cheap, nothing special here, and you just screw this to the wall, and then you have this, which is basically like C-clamp that can hold everything together. You just push the ball in it, and you can see now it spins rather freely, but it's gonna change when we tighten the C-clamp, and now it spins on the base plate like this, and you can manipulate the ball in whatever way you like. But now you can insert the screw here, and it's basically like single screw, and it makes everything so tighter. I was experimenting with different like tolerances, so I had one piece that was like really holding well, and I couldn't move it, and then I made it a little looser, and this is the part that is a bit looser, but as you can see, I can barely move it. I can't move it at all, and I feel like it holds very well. You see the cable is routed here, and if I wanted before putting the C-clamp, I could have like put all the wiring in the junction box. I think you get the idea. And this is very small. It prints. It doesn't need any post-processing. And as you can see, I printed this like in very rough settings. It was like draft, like thick layers, thick nozzle, everything, and I did it to make sure this thing will work even like with the roughest possible settings of 3D printer. So it can basically print even on like very imprecise machines. That's what I always try to do with my designs. I try to make them work with as little precision as needed, and as little precision as possible, and turned out well, and I was kind of surprised how well this just like wood screw works in the PETG. It's very strong, and I was like fidgeting with this on and off for like 100 times, and the thread is still not damaged. And even if you manage to damage the thread, you can still fit like knot here and use machine bolt in that case. But I was really trying to damage it, and I tried different screws in the same hole, and I hoped that at one point the thread will be stripped, but so far I don't think it's gonna be damaged if you just like use it 100 times just regularly. Nothing crazy. I think you're gonna be fine with regular wood screw, but yeah, you can always put machine screws in there if you feel like, but I don't think that's really necessary, and I think this was pretty much self-explanatory, and I provide files for this thing on Thingiverse. I will put the link down in description, so you can download it and you can remix it and improve it. I tried to provide the OpenSCAD files where all the things are explained, and there are many possibilities to change the shapes according to your needs. I can see this being like repurposed for different kind of stuff. Maybe not just cameras. I can imagine this being used like to hold different kinds of sensors or lasers. I think it's pretty basic design that you can use to build on like different stuff. Okay, that's all I have for today, and have a nice rest of your day.